And a lot of style and a lot of confidence coming off the Kings bus earlier on. We'll see if their performance matches their look. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jordan.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the 5, down low. And for Brooklyn, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Irving. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Or for some players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between that first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
Now, here is Irving. Durant at the elbow. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
Heel dishes to Bagley. Passes it to Holmes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the Nets with possession here after the Kings pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Irving. Offensive rebound, Nets. Jordan can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Kings. Here's Fox. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Good D by Heel. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. And here is Fox. He had 25 points last game. Barnes outside. Off target from outside.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back. Bagley
against Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Doris, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Now here's Dinwiddie. following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Durant trying to break free. No good with the layup.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Bagley. And it's Durant with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Irving drives in. Puts it up from 15. Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the shot goes in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Irving for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 5.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Suns.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point, the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
Greg, we know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it. We know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
Here's Dinwiddie. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Fox against Irving. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
And the pass to Dinwiddie. Launches it. Jordan kicks to KD. Over Bagley. Rebound by the Kings.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Outside, Fox. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific at scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night. This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The Kings trail by 4. "17-foot shot on the way. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. Here's Chandler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
That's good from Chandler. Chandler hits them both. And it's the Kings with the ball. 6-point game. Fox looking it over. Healed outside. Six to shoot. And stolen by Jordan. Dinwiddie drives in. And there it is for him.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
The Kings trail by 8. Fox kicks to Hield. On the wing, Barnes pulls it from 20. Here's Bagley. Great D that time from Jordan.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Lobs it up for Jordan.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Fox, no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Jordan with it. Holmes on him. Jordan finds Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Bagley. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 10. Outside, Bagley. Kings moving the ball around. Barnes. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, just take the hit, maintain your focus. Nice scoring finish by Barnes.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for Durant. Taurean Prince comes in for Wilson Chandler. Harris is checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's LeVert in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's LeVert, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Got a piece of it. Ariza has the open look. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Dedmon. Dishes to Bogdanovich.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Karis LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buzz around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. Yeah, he's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
Shooting 2.
And the free throw drops for LeVert.
Well, think back to Karis LeVert's career at Michigan. It was marred by 3 foot surgeries in just 22 months. And obviously the medical red flags caused his draft stock to dip. But credit the Nets, who picked him up with the 20th pick back in 2016.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the ankle injury for LeVert last season, more of a freak accident.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about it, he comes down on top of another player. It ends up costing him 3 months. But even through these tough injuries, what we know, Karis LeVert has shown when healthy, he can be special.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Shoot 2. And the free throw drops for LeVert. Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
That's good from Allen on the assist by Prince. And the Nets lead by 14.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Farrell. Jared Allen making his last shot. And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
And Allen slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The Kings trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Swiped it away. Farrell passes to Bogdanovich. That shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Allen. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. Allen's got 6 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes to Dedmon. .136 left to play in the first, and the shot is good.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Now here's LeVert. He has 6. Harris passes to Prince. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Kings.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Well, you love to see DJ work that hard in transition. Go ahead, run the floor, big man.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Farrell. LeVert defending. Harris against Bogdanovich. From 10 feet out, Jordan with the rebound. Nets leading by 16. LeVert with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Prince misses. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First one falls for him.
Well, how about the former undrafted, small-framed point guard, Yogi Ferrell, carving his place in this league with quickness, confidence, and an ability to shoot the ball. What a great story.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Kuruc is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
LeVert the pass to Kuruc. Back to LeVert. Misses in close. Here's Farrell. Here's the three. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Brooklyn sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Dwayne Dedman. Bielitsa is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Farrell in at point guard. Here's Kuruc. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's LeVert missing. The Kings trail by 12. Here's Farrell. Shoots from 14, and he hits the jump shot. Bielitsa's got his second bucket.
Well, the vision on display. Yogi Ferrell notices when his teammate has a wide open look and gets it there on time and on target.
Now here is Harris. Here's Allen. And there's the rebound by Dedman. Dedman's got his fourth rebound in this one. Bogdanovich, no luck. Here's Prince. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Durant's checked in for the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for Joe Harris. And then for Sacramento, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Barnes comes in for Bielitsa. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Now, here's Fox. He's got 7, and it's Fox with the jam.
And Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Here's Irving. And then Allen slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Outside Durant. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. It's the Nets now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Allen. Tries again. Rejected by Holmes. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Irving. Allen inside. Holmes on him. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Barnes against Durant. Barnes looking around. 5 on the clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Bagley. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Irving attacking. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
No good on that one.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Caruch. And he sinks the second. And the Kings with possession. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Irving against Fox. Barnes outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Sacramento with the ball. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Now here's Barnes. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here's Irving. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Outside, Fox. With the floater. Here's Holmes. And no good. The Nets go the other way with it. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Kings trail by 6. Healed outside. The pass to Fox. Down low. Holmes kicks to Healed. No good that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D. Moving against Barnes. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from KD.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The Kings have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Here's Barnes. A rebound by the Nets. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Pass to Barnes. Rebound, Brooklyn. At one point, they led by 16.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. The Kings trail by 10. Outside, Fox. Stolen by Durant. Irving with it. Now guarded by Fox. Jordan the pass to Chandler. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Barnes. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Fox against Irving. Pass to Chandler. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
A moment here to see the numbers for De'Aaron Fox. Averaging 21 points per game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Farrell. 8 points his last outing. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
From 12 feet out. Here's Holmes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Holmes. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, why was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
Here's Farrell, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. Prince with the defensive effort. Brooklyn leading by 8. Now Harris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. LeVert from outside, but they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Jordan kicks to Prince. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks. And then on Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And he makes the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Bogdanovich. That's tipped.
Well, that's about the long reach of Karis LeVert on the defensive end, swatting away an opportunity.
To the paint and stolen by Ariza. And now the Kings fast break, looking to get back on track here. Yep, that one goes. Bogdanovich has got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
To the middle, here's Harris. Outside for Jordan. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Kings. It's a 10-point game. Outside, Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 9.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's LeVert, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And the number of fouls he's drawn has resulted in a bunch of trips to the line. So even if he doesn't make them all, it still had a positive effect.
Rodions Kurucs, he's checked in for Brooklyn. He hits the second from the line.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that Karis LeVert can flat out score the basketball. I think the key for him moving forward, just become more and more efficient because the ability is there.
Now here's Ariza. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. .43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's blocked.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Harris has got 6 here in this quarter.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Ariza outside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
LeVert the pass to Harris. And the 3 off target. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys have been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Irving. And it's Chandler in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 11. Here's Durant.
Oh, that's unbelievable. How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Fox. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much.
Well, Kevin, he's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Here's Hield, following the bucket by the Nets. A pass to Fox. Shot from 12. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And a big lead for them on both.
Oh!
Yes.
Goodness.
Well, we know he's got takeover ability. Kevin Durant is cooking right now.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The Kings trail by 15. To the inside. Here's Bagley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Sacramento shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And one of the youngest rookies when he came into the NBA, Bagley reclassified in high school so he could get to college a year early.
Good on both. And here is Irving. 8 points for him. The pass to Chandler. Fires the 3. The rebound by Hield. The Kings trail by 13.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Down by 12. Pass to Fox. Five to shoot. Passes to Bagley. Again, Sacramento.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8. Right side, Jordan shoots over Holmes and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Kings trail by 10. Inside, Bagley lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bagley's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Irving kicks to Chandler. Outside Durant. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by the Kings. Holmes got 7 rebounds in the game. The Kings have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Now here's Fox. He's got 11. Bagley the pass to Holmes and stolen by Jordan. Outside Irving. Now the feed to Jordan. Well, last season for sure, Greg, a bit of a journey for DeAndre Jordan as he went from the Mavericks to the Knicks before his free agency. Now he is a part of Brooklyn.
And both KD and Kyrie took pay cuts to get Jordan on board. Still a factor with his size and defense despite a lackluster year in 2019. Nets are hoping he can find his magic and be a force once again.
That free throw missing.
Well, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. The Kings trail by 8. That's a 2 from Barnes. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
That's good from Durant. And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Knocked loose. Fox dishes to Heel. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
We all know Heel can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Heel. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here are the Kings now. 8-point game.
A terrific job from Irving to track his man the entire way and bother that shot.
Allen finds Harris. Now here's Dinwiddie. Guarded by Fox. Back to Harris from outside the arc. Allen, the second chance points on the tip in. Allen's got 10.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Holmes can't get it to go in.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Here's Fox. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Looking to get it going. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Healed against Dinwiddie. Back to Fox. And it's sent back by KD.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Prince has checked in for Durant. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Irving. Then for the Kings, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Barnes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Heel. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Nets leading by 15. Lobbed up there for Allen.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And so it's Bogdanovic who brings up the ball for Sacramento. A pass to Fox. Back to Bogdanovic. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Fox against LeVert. Fox with the steal. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. He gets it in there. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Fox is a dependable defender, always active, and he's really smart in terms of his anticipation and using those hands to come up with steals.
Bogdanovic against Prince. The wide open look here for Fox. Drains it from beyond the arc. Fox has got 16.
And Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
Now here's LeVert. He has 7. Allen finds LeVert. Harris with it. Guarded by Fox. Shot clock at 6. Harris passes to Allen. Over Dedmon. Offensive rebound. With the clock.
Oh, what a dunk! Look out below! You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
Fox against LeVert. Outside, Fox. Unloads from 13. Here's Dedmon. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Puts it up from 17. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Prince. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Over Bogdanovich. Prince misses. The Kings trail by 12. Here's Fox. Lays it up off the glass. 18 points for him.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
LeVert against Fox. LeVert the pass to Harris. It's hauled in by the Kings.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Bogdanovich finds Bagley. The lead now cut to single digits. Bagley's got 14 points for the game.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
LeVert against Fox. The pass to Prince. Here's Karuch. Over Bielitsa. And that one goes long. And the Kings with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Yep, that one goes in there. 16 points for Marvin Bagley.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Here's LeVert. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Fox against LeVert. Over Fox. And it's LeVert missing.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Irving with it. 8 points for him. It's rebounded by Farrell.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Sacramento, MyLeague is out there with Dwayne Dedman. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Farrell in at the point guard position. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good for Irving. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 6. Outside, Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Dedman. Kicks it out to Ariza. Lets it go with a 3. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Jordan and DeAndre Jordan throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
Well, we've seen that a time or two from Mr. DeAndre Jordan. Nice, easy finish with that dunk.
Here's Farrell. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Right side, Irving. At the elbow, it's Harris over Ariza. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Nets lead by 10.
Boy, when Joe Harris is making this kind of shot, turn the lights out.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Here's Farrell. Dedman inside. He's guarded by Chandler. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Chandler.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
So for the Nets, Kevin Durant's checked in for Joe Harris, and Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. Then for the Kings, Harrison Barnes comes in for Bielitsa, and Hield subbed in for Farrell. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Irving against Bogdanovich. Outside, KD. Over Ariza. Again, the Nets for 2.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Clock at 6. Here's Barnes. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Hield outside. Feeds to Dedman. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Irving looking for an opening. It's Durant on the wing. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Fox, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. The Kings trail by 9. Fox passes to Holmes. There's the dish to Barnes. Drills the three-pointer.
The improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
Here's Irving. He gets that one. And the Nets lead by 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie against Hield. Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded, and Holmes throws it down.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the lead in that pick and roll.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. Outside, Bogdanovich. And it's KD with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Durant. KD's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich. Over Chandler. Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Bogdanovich.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Irving drives in, and he gets the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Hield outside. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Hield can't hit.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
The 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Kings trail by 10 to the inside. Here's Fox. He drains the quick shot. Fox has got 11 in the second half.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. Here is Durant, covered by Hield. Shoots a fader, and he gets it to go. That's now 22 points for KD.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And now it's a 12-point Nets lead.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And for Sacramento, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Fox with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Fox passes to Holmes. It's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Nets leading by 10. Right side Irving to the middle. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Holmes got 11 rebounds in the game. Oh, trying for it. Hield can't hit. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Chandler kicks to Dinwiddie. Chandler outside. Irving finds Chandler. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. Lays it in off the breakaway. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Healed against Dinwiddie. Barnes right side. 6 on the shot clock. Healed from outside. Rebound Brooklyn. Durant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dinwiddie attacking. Good on the bucket.
I'll tell you, that's just great body control, even when he's getting bodied up. Nicely done, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Indoors at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, 2nd-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Fox finds Holmes. Misses the 3. Nets leading by 13. High post, KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Wilson Chandler.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
To the paint. It's stolen by Bagley. Outside, Fox. Healed outside. Holmes down low, covered by Irving. Holmes, good. Holmes got 6 in the quarter.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Outside, KD. Back to Irving. Dinwiddie right side. Shot clock at 6. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Hield. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
It's Durant on the wing. Over Bagley. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got rebound number 13 with that last one. Down low, Fox. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them to within 10.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Inside, here's Chandler. Not going to go that time. Ready by Bogdanovich. And for Sacramento, they're shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Heel. A rebound by the Nets. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Dinwiddie drives in. Got a hand on it. Irving against Bogdanovich. Fox. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Throw good, Fox. Nets leading by 7. Outside Irving. Pass to KD. Over Bagley. And the Nets miss again.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line. Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 7. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Heel. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Outside Irving, beyond the arc. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And the Nets lead by 7.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
Fox with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Passes it to Barnes. Nice D from Chandler. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Irving. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And Shumpert needs to keep working on his stroke from the free throw line, one of the weak aspects of his game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 7. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Some call them wins and lessons. coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Goes up off the inbound. It's good.
We know this. Trevor Ariza in catch and shoot, effective and reliable.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, not the prettiest of wins, but you got it. What got it for you?
Well, we just wanted to keep plugging away, keep moving the basketball. We got good shots in the first half. They didn't fall, but we just stayed confident and, stayed aggressive. So, it was one of those games that you got to grind out, and that's what we did.
That's how you build a great record through the season. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.